Hey guys, this is Pastor Doug Zirkle from Mission of Grace, and it's good to talk to you again. It's Wednesday, and Easter Sunday is literally right around the corner. And I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to it. It's a beautiful day here in Hayden. It's got the mountains are looking great. The trees are starting to get buds on them. There's a little sprinkling of green grass as the snow melts away. The skies are blue. The clouds are sparse but beautiful, floating around out there. And so, what a great season. What a great time to get ready to celebrate Easter Sunday. It kind of kills me how many people act like that, oh boy, how are Christians going to do it this year? How are they going to get together and meet for Easter? Kind of like this is going to put a big dent in the Christian faith. This is nothing. I mean, we gather as church and believers in order to celebrate together every week anyway. This isn't any different. Just because we're unable to meet, perhaps, in congregations doesn't stop us from being who we are. Paul didn't always make it to the churches he helped put together. In fact, he spent a lot of time in prisons, and they weren't like the prisons we have today. I'm talking about really rotten holes in the ground, writing to churches, encouraging them that way. Now we've got this technology. We can communicate like this. I remember once several years ago, I was in a bad car accident and missed a few months of Sundays, and people were reaching out, encouraging me. Christians and non-Christians, they don't stop. People don't stop being who they are because of this thing. We just have to be more cautious, more aware of what's going on around us. That's all. For Christians, Easter's every Sunday anyway, every day. Easter is every day to the believer. Every day we celebrate the risen Lord, Jesus Christ. Every Christmas when we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, we always say at Mission of Grace, every day is Christmas anyway. We're just sort of upping it a little bit through celebrating his birth. And that's what we do with his death and second birth, his resurrection from the grave. That's an everyday deal for Christians. It kind of bothers me not just how people don't like Christians or Jewish people or perhaps many religions without the world. They've all had their fair share of prejudice against them. Being discriminated against is nothing new. Christians and other religions have been going through it for centuries. We get that. But the thing is that it can't slow us down and keep us from being who we are. And I think some people think we're just so stupid we can't figure this out and we're all in a panic. Not true. We're fine. Everything's going to be okay, whether we're meeting eyeball to eyeball or meeting like this or picking up the phone or writing letters to each other. We've been doing it for a long time. I just want to share something that I think is very interesting during this time. It's in Hebrews chapter 11, starting at verse 36. Some face jeers and flogging and even chains and imprisonment. They were put to death by stoning. They were sawed in two. They were killed by the sword. They went about in sheepskins and goatskins, destitute, persecuted, and mistreated. The world was not worthy of them. They wandered in deserts and mountains, living in caves and in holes in the ground. These were all commended for their faith, yet none of them received what had been promised. Like Abraham had been promised so many things and followed God completely, and yet he died before seeing it happen. Didn't stop his faith. And this isn't going to stop our faith. People have been persecuted and destitute for many, many years for their beliefs. But you know what? Because of Jesus Christ, because of our faith in God, because of our heart believing that there's a Savior above, we're going to be fine. Whether we meet on Easter Sunday or not. I know they got the bunnies out there doing their thing and helping with the little kiddos. It's all great. It's a lot of fun. But you know the bunny and the eggs and all that stuff have nothing to do with real Easter. That's just kind of like Santa Claus and Christmas. It's a fun thing, but it's not the thing. And we're not going to let anything keep us from celebrating the Lord this weekend. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to do it every day. Every day is a day to honor God. Well, hope that encourages you a little bit. You've had people in your heritage that have gone through far worse. and they're fine, even in the face of death. We're going to be fine, believers. Hang in there. Anyway, I'll talk to you Friday. Thanks, guys.